Good evening guys. For this week, we are going to tackle about proving inequalities in triangles. Okay, so mathematics 8 quarter for week 2, that is all about proving inequalities in triangles. So we are now on the second week of quarter 4. So our objectives are prove inequalities in triangle, show the importance of inequalities in a triangle in real life. So when you say triangle inequality theorem 1, so if one side of a triangle is longer than a second side, then the angle opposite to the first side is larger than the angle opposite to the second side. So for example, given triangle AMP, MP is greater than MA. Ito po yung ating MP. So therefore, that is greater than MA. Construct AE such that MEP and AM is congruent to AE. So itong AM is congruent to AE. Okay? So prove that measure of angle A is greater than the measure of angle P. Ito po yung measure ng ating angle A, which is greater than the measure of angle P. Okay? So once again, using the two-column proof, so the triangle AMP, which is MP, is greater than MN, and AM is congruent to AE, and that is given. So triangle AME is an isosceles triangle. So that is definition of isosceles triangle. That is because ito na po yung ating AME. So AM and AE are congruent. So two sides are congruent. So therefore that is isosceles triangle. Then angle 1 is congruent to angle 2. Ito po yung ating angle 1. Then here is the angle 2. So isosceles triangle theorem. Then the measure of angle 1 is equal to the measure of angle 2. And that is definition of congruent angle. And then the measure of angle PAE plus the measure of angle 1 is equal to the measure of angle PAM. Ito po yung ating PAM. So that is angle addition postulate. PAE, ito yung PAE, then ito yung angle 1. So that is equal to the measure of PAM or PAM. So the measure of PAM is greater than the measure of angle A1. Definition of greater than. And the measure of angle PAM is equal to the measure of angle 2. Ito yun. And that is by using the substitution property. So therefore, the measure of angle 2 is equal to the measure of angle P. Itong dalawang ito. And that is exterior angle inequality. Okay? So triangle inequality theorem 2. If one angle of a triangle is larger than the second angle, then the side opposite the first angle is longer than the side opposite of the second angle. Here is the given. So triangle LMN, which is measure of angle L, is greater than to the measure of angle L. Okay? So MN is greater than LM. In direct proof, assume that MN is not greater than LM. Okay? So here is MN is not greater than LM such that MN is equal to LM or MN is less than LM, and that is temporary assumption. Considering MN plus LM, if MN plus the measure of LM, then triangle LMN is an isosceles triangle. So definition of isosceles triangles. Consequently, triangle or angle L is equal to angle N, and that is base angles of isosceles triangle of congruent. Okay, so considering MN is less than LM, so triangle inequality theorem 1, wherein if MN is less than LM, then the measure of angle L is less than to the measure of angle N. Okay, so therefore MN is greater than to LM must be true, which is the assumption that MN is not greater than LM, which is contradicts the known fact that the measure of angle L is greater than to the measure of angle N. So yun po yun. Ano ha? Okay? Triangle inequality theorem 3, which is S plus S of 2 is greater than to the side 3. Okay, the sum of the lengths of any two sides of a triangle is greater than the length of the third side. Okay, so MN plus LN is greater than LM, which is MN plus LM is greater than LN, and LM is plus LN is greater than MN. So kagaya po ng ating pinag-aralan last time. Okay, so tignan po yung theorem na to. Okay, then let us now proceed to exterior angle theorem, which is the measure of an exterior angle of a triangle is greater than the measure of either remote interior angle. Okay, so use the exterior angle inequality theorem to list all of the angles that satisfy the stated condition. Okay, so measures less than angle 4, which is by the exterior angle inequality theorem, the exterior angle or angle 4 is larger than remote interior angle, angle 1 and angle 2. Ito po yung ating angle 1, then angle 2. So ito naman yung ating angle 4, exterior angle. Okay, so yan. Hinge theorem or SAS triangle inequality theorem. If two sides of one triangle are congruent to two sides of another triangle, but the included angle of the first triangle is greater than the included angle of the second, then the third side of the first triangle is longer than the third side of the second. So for example, angle or triangle CAN. So yun. And triangle LYT, which is CA is congruent to LY. Then AN is congruent to YT. Then angle A is greater than angle Y. So mas malaki po to. Then prove that CN is greater than yung CN is greater than to LP. Okay? So, by constructing the AW such that, ito po yung ating AW. Nagaling dito po siya. Ito yun. Pare bumuo dito ng AW. Then, nagkaroon dito ng H. So, yan. So, by constructing. Okay? Then, for activity number 1, what are we going to do? We are going to complete these 7 reasons. Okay, so 7 things po yun. Then for activity number 2, so complete all the reasons once again. Then activity 3, fill in the blank or the table. Okay, so that's all for our week 2 of our 4th quarter module. Okay? So, hopefully, sana nakatulong itong ating munting video para masagutan ninyo yung ating tatlong activity for week 2 ng ating quarter 4. Okay? So for the redeem code, T-JAEFE7221. Okay? So marami po salamat. At sa susunod po uling meeting, magkita-kita po tayo.